Welcome back to 越 Oversea 越音飘扬. If you follow my TikTok, you know I have a project in this May about the Edinburgh Castle. I just combine all the clips together and make this Edinburgh Castle guide for you. Let's go! So when you arrive at Edinburgh Castle, you'll immediately get attracted by this magnificent gate. On top of the gate is the motto of Scotland, Le moment impune lagesse. It is translated as "No one provoke me with impunity." Passing the gates on your left is the most important facility in this castle, toilet. Next to the toilet are two iconic red phone boxes. Make sure you take photos before leaving the castle. Moving forward, you can see the portcullis gate. It was built 450 years ago, armed with sharp and scary spikes, which are intended to fend off the invaders. Argyle Tower, built in 1990s, is on top of the portcullis gate. You can find the symbol of royalty on it as well. After you pass through the fortified gateway, on your right is where you can get an audio guide. If you are interested in the history and the story of Edinburgh Castle, make sure you get one. Just pass by the portcullis gate, you'll find the first attraction on your right, Argyle Battery. Here, 6 black and shining cannons stand guard over the north of the castle. They are constructed in 1730s, and these cannons have maintained in this position since the Napoleonic Wars. Most importantly, you can see the whole Edinburgh New Town from here. If the weather allows, you can even see the Firth of Forth. Adjacent to the Argyle Battery sits the most famous Edinburgh Castle's attraction, the 1 o'clock gun. By the daily at 1 o'clock, this cannon serves to help ships in Leith, New Haven, and the Firth of Forth adjust their maritime chronometers. The gun is not fired on Sundays, Good Friday, and Christmas Day. It is also fired during a special occasion, for example, Queen's birthday. More details about the 1 o'clock gun can be found in the exhibition just next to the 1 o'clock gun. Here you can also see the 1 o'clock gun that retired in November 2001. Bear in mind, the exhibition is usually closed from around 12:15, but reopens after the 1 o'clock gun is fired. I wanted to share some tips for watching the 1 o'clock gun. I suggest you head to the hill to get the best experience. You have two options. Path 1. Turn around and take the path on your right. It is smoother but a bit longer. Walk uphill through the Fuchs Gate. Past the whiskey and the gift shop, continue straight, and then turn left. You'll see a platform with a giant cannon, Monsmac. The best view is from the corner of this platform. The other path, walk back towards the audio guide area. You'll see a set of stairs on your right, known as Lang Stairs. This is the most direct route to the summit of the castle. Go up the stairs, turn right. You'll find the same platform. Make sure you arrive there by 12:30 to get a good spot at the front. The gunner should appear around 3 to 1. When you see the gunner checking their watch, it's a sign that the gun will be fired in 15 to 20 seconds. Let's continue from where we watch the 1 o'clock gun. Begin with the giant cannon, the Monsmac. This massive armament weighs 6.6 tons, and each of its cannonballs is 175 kg. However, it has been out of use since 1680 and is now just simply a display. Next to the Monsmac, you'll find St. Margaret's Chapel, often with a long queue outside. Built around 1130 by King David I and named after his mother, Queen Margaret. It was used as the gunpowder store in 1500. Out of all its features, the ornated arches are the only original elements remaining. St. Margaret's Chapel is also available for weddings, accommodating up to 20 people. I was fortunate enough to witness a wedding just yesterday. Before leaving the platform, make sure to visit a cute hidden place, the dog cemetery. It's the resting place for about 20 beloved and faithful furry companions. Unfortunately, there's no physical access to this cemetery. Head down from the platform. On your right is the Scottish National War Memorial. We'll explore it in a couple of days. On your left are two artillery batteries, the 4-wall battery and the half-moon battery. There are 4 cannons here, mostly built during the Napoleonic War in 1810 to defend the main entrance on the eastern side of the castle. Through the hole in the wall, you can overlook the castle square from here. There are a few tables where you can rest, which is where I'm filming today. Exiting the half-moon battery, you'll see the David Tower, or specifically the remains of it. The half-moon battery is built atop these remains. The tower was once royal residence for around 100 years, before destroyed by the Long Siege in 1573. Personally, I don't think this is a must-visit place, but there's an important facility just next to it, the toilet. As you leave David's Tower, you'll immediately see the Crown Square. The royal palace is on your left. Unsurprisingly, there's always a long queue here. Famous Scottish crown jewels and the birth chamber of King James VI. If time allows, I do recommend you to join the queue. No photography is allowed inside though. As we exited the royal palace, we'll see the Queen Anne building. It's now just a tea room, but I haven't got a chance to visit it yet. To the left is the Great Hall. You can find an emblem with unicorn on it. It was originally used by King James IV for banquets and ceremonies, but now houses a collection of weapons and armors. Look up the roof. Search for 6 different carvings. Lion's head, James IV initials, female bust, rose, wedding cup with rose and thistles. Roses and thistles are the national flower of England and Scotland. Finally, the Green Man. The last building in Crown Square is the Scottish National War Memorial, dedicated to more than 200,000 people who have sacrificed their lives in 2 world wars and the following conflicts. At the entrance, we'll notice the sculptures of the lion and the unicorn, which are the national animals of England and Scotland. On top of the doorway is a tall figure in a recessed niche, arm-crossed, standing on a phoenix. It represents the survival of the spirit. We can also spot the Royal Air Force emblem and the staff of Asclepius outside of the memorial. Photography is not allowed inside. If you are interested, you can check the virtual tour on the website of the Scottish National War Memorial. Take the path between the tea room and the memorial. We are ready to leave the Crown Square. You will see the back of the memorial again. If you haven't taken a picture, make sure you take one. Do not forget to drop in the whiskey and the gift shop. They are doing tasting almost every day in spring and summer. Walking through the Fook's Gate, we'll find a couple of interesting places to check out. To our left is the Museum of Royal Scots and the Royal Regiments of Scotland. The Royal Scots is the oldest British infantry regiment. Raised in 1633, they later joined up with other regiments to form the Royal Regiments of Scotland in 2006. This museum provides a comprehensive look at their war stories, different honors and awards, as well as how they evolved over time. On the opposite is the new barracks. It was a home of thousands of soldiers and is still now a base for army, so we cannot go inside. On the left of this building is the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards Regimental Museum. It's a bit like the first museum, focuses on the cavalry regiment. Here you can find amazing visual effects, such as sculptures and videos, and the immersive audio that really brings the history to life. This museum is definitely one of my favorites. Move towards the southwest. We'll find 2 prisons here. On your right is the military prison, built in 1842. This prison was mainly for the soldiers who committed offenses like drunkenness, fighting, and being absent without leave. This prison is equipped with more modern facility, and even has communal sink and flush toilets at the later improvement. Across the way, we can find the prisons of war, which once kept thousands of foreigners. The right path leads us to an exhibition. Here we can see the history of the prison and the associated wars. We can even see the preserved door, covered with graffiti and carvings made by the prisoner themselves. Exit the exhibition, turn right, step into a recreated scene of the prison back in 1781. We can notice that the condition here is much harsher. We'll see some prisoners even had to sleep on the hammocks. Outside of the prisons is Dewey Battery. There's no cannon here. Instead, it's an exercise yard for prisoners to take a break. I always recommend my friend to visit these two prisons, even though the experience may be slightly intimidating. Let's walk back towards the 1 o'clock gun. Just pass by the new barracks. We'll see a Georgian townhouse on our left, which is Governor's house. It has been used by the governor of the Edinburgh Castle until now. Although the governor nowadays is more or less a ceremonial role. By the 1 o'clock gun, we can see a cafe, which is where I'm at right now. This cafe also has a quite spacious seating area at the back. If lucky, we can find a seat just by the window. It's self-catering style, so you put all the food onto your tray and then head to the counter to order hot drink and pay. They have a food to go option as well. Today I have one soup with bread for free, one couscous salad, and one Americano. Guess how much they cost me? So this meal cost me $13.20. Be aware, the exit of this cafe is actually closed at 10 to 1. It will reopen until the 1 o'clock gun is fired. Also, just a small reminder here. This sign to the toilet is actually inside this cafe. I saw a lot of people try to find the toilet at this corner but failed. Now let's head to the last area of this castle, Hospital Square. Although the buildings here were used as ordnance storehouse, they have been converted to a hospital and a war museum. After we step into the square, we can see on our right is the hospital, which is also why this square is called Hospital Square. The statue of Earl Douglas Haig is in the center of this square. He is one of the First World War's iconic figures. This statue was erected to recognize his achievement in the First World War, although he was also criticized of being a heartless commander. The last museum in our guide is Scottish National War Museum, which is on our left. As soon as we enter into this museum, we can see the big and dark green gun on display. Follow the direction, move to the first floor. We now dive into Scotland's rich military history spanning 400 years, from 1638 all the way to 2000. It is displayed in form of text, pictures, and videos. We can also find the famous Scottish Royal Standard here. There are more exhibitions inside this museum. Along the way, we can see the army recruitments, weapons, tools with different functions to tackle extreme conditions, and military instruments. There are also a dedicated area for Highland soldiers and women in the wars. Do not forget to enjoy the view of the western side of the Edinburgh Castle, where we can see King's Stables Road and the Farmers Market. Let's move back towards the entrance of the castle. When we pass by the Argyle Battery, check your right. We'll see 9 different banners that shows the stories of the Edinburgh Castle across different time. They will refresh your memory of the castle tour. David I building St. Margaret's Chapel, the birth of the first King of England and Scotland, James VI, 13-day land siege destroying the Davis Tower, Jacobites rising and the governor's house. Finally, the rediscovery of crown jewels. Passing through the Portcullis Gate, remember to stop by this gift shop. Inside we can find some stuffed toys with the Edinburgh Castle theme. These bears are way too cute. Finally, before leaving the castle, check the statue beside the main gate. They are the main leaders of the First War of Scottish Independence, William Wallace and Robert the Bruce. Before leaving the castle square, we still got one more thing to do. Hiya, cabs have a regular cone and 1 large flake, please. This is the best soft ice cream in the whole UK, not just Edinburgh. It's just so creamy, so smooth, and have a very rich milk flavor. You literally just feel moo. Thank you for exploring the Edinburgh Castle with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll keep uploading some shorts, and I will see you in the next video.